Alright folks, Mr. Heiser here, ready to show you how to make the cow catcher part of the toy train.
Moo!
And when it comes to the cow catcher, it's kind of an intimidating looking part to make on Inventor, but it's actually one of the easier ones to make when done correctly. So the first thing we're going to do is build the base of the cow catcher, looking at this picture over here.
It's all about the base.
Looking at a width of 1.8, a depth of 1, 0.25 on the sides, and let's get started. Alright, so I'm going to rotate this here. Start with our line. I'm going to draw a line here to 1.8, and we're going to go up 0.25. Let's draw our triangles here and reconnect. I can zoom in on this now. And I dimension this to 0.25. The height, remember, was 1. And I want to center this, so I'm going to go half of 1.8, which is 0.9, and that's that. Now I'm not going to extrude this because that has a taper to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a plane offset and select this XZ plane and offset it to what the height is. And if we go back to our drawing, we can see that the height here over here is 0.75. Alright, and then from here I'm going to put a sketch plane on this and project the geometry. And if I go back to my drawing here, I can see that the width here is 1.2 and still 0.25 out, and that the total distance on top is 0.75. So I'll grab my line tool and I'm going to go from the center here this way, 0.6, because that's half of 1.2, and then from the center this way, 0.6. I'm going to go straight out, 0.25. Just draw some lines for right now. And then I can dimension this line here to 0.25. The total height is 0.75. And the distance from here to here is going to be 0.6. Alright, so from here now I'm going to finish the sketch. Spin this around. And I'm not going to hit extrude, I'm going to hit loft. I'm going to select my top sketch plane, my bottom sketch plane to connect it, and hit OK. And there it is. I'm going to turn off the visibility of my work plane. Alright, now zoom in. Alright, going back to our drawing, we can now put the holes in the front of the cow catcher, and they are 0.1 in from each edge, and they go in a depth of 0.05. So I'm going to put a sketch plane on here. And project the geometry. And I'm going to offset this a distance of 0.1. Finish the sketch, and extrude and cut out 0.05. And there's 1. And then the same thing on the other side here. Now, sometimes it won't let you do this entirely. So all you need to do is put a plane on here, and you can click on these 3 points to let you do so. And sometimes that doesn't work either. So we just have to go back and look at our sketches. Aha. Every little bit matters. Alright, so now we can put a sketch plane on here. and project. And again, use that offset from the edges, 0.1. Finish the sketch, extrude and cut out. And there's that. Next thing we want to do is hollow this out by using the shell tool. And we're lucky that we're just leaving our thickness at 0.1, so we just have to click on the bottom and hit OK. We've now shelled out the bottom. And then the last thing we need to do is put a sketch plane on the back and project our geometry and do our 3 pegs that pop out the back. So I'm going to draw 3 circles on here. And if I want, I can even just draw 1. That's a distance of 0.125, I believe. Let me go back to our drawing and look. Looks like, yes, diameter 0.125 right here. Good. Alright, now I can right click, copy, and I can paste this twice. That way I have 2 circles that are already 0.125. And then from here, it just comes down to dimensioning them. Alright, going back to our drawing, it looks like they are, the middle one I should say is 0.5 up and it's centered. Okay. So I'm going to dimension this one here to here, 0.5. I'm going to center it from here to here, 0.6. There's one. The other 2 are going to be 1.25 apart. Okay. And then they are going to be let's see. .125 up from the bottom. Alright. And they're going to be centered away from the edges. So what we know is that this distance here is 1.8 from this corner to this corner. So if we were to take 1.8 minus 1.25, we'd have 0.55 remaining. So what we're going to do is we're going to dimension from here, this point to this corner, a distance of 0.55 divided by 2. And there's that. And then lastly, we just have to dimension this up a distance of 0.125. We're going to finish the sketch. We're going to extrude these out a distance of 0.125, which is 1/8. Hit OK. And the last thing we're going to do is chamfer these. We're going to select distance and angle, and it's going to be a distance of 0.01. And we're going to click on the face and the edge and hit apply. Do the same thing on the other 2. Face and edge, apply. Face and edge, apply. And that is it. We are done with our cow catcher after that. And so there's our connecting pieces, there's our front, and then there is our shell.